session today, we're going to focus on the belly, the rib cage, and a little bit into kind of the chest area. Now, these are more sensitive areas of our body. So instead of using the typical balls that we've been using, the little bit harder balls, we're going to go with a softer ball today. So I'm using just a Pilates ball. If you look up Google Pilates balls, you'll come up with different colors, and they're just a softer ball. I actually took some of the air out of the ball, so it is a little bit softer. You can kind of use different air consistencies in the ball. For this session, we're going to just do the stretching at the end. We're not going to do the test and retest. But rolling of the abdominal areas can be great to help with breathing, right? We've got our diaphragm, we've got our intercostal muscles play a very big role in our ability to breathe. So this is great for enhancing your ability to breathe. Also, ladies, if you've had a C-section, right, and you can get some scar tissue built up in the abdominal area, this can be a great way to help kind of loosen up some of that scar tissue, or anybody that's had any type of abdominal surgery. But we really don't want to roll on a hard ball into our abdomen or even on our rib cage, because our ribs they're smaller, bones, they're real close to the surface, but we do have tissue that goes over that. So that's one of the reasons that we're going to use this ball. Now, you have a couple of different options. One is going to be to lay on your belly, and that may not feel good for everybody. So you can do some of this on the wall as well. Your face is going to kind of be into the wall, but I will show you that. And just like any parts that we've been doing in any of these sessions, if anything does not feel good to you, don't do it, right? You do not have to roll your abs. If in doubt, get it checked out. Check with your doctor, if you've had abdominal surgery or any type of medical conditions that might affect whether this would be safe for you or not. Definitely no rolling of the belly during pregnancy, right? We don't want to put any more pressure in that area unless, of course, your doctor advised it for whatever reason. So here we go. Soft ball. I'm going to come on to the belly, bring the ball right underneath that belly button, and just start to recline into it. Now I'm holding myself up onto my elbows to start, and I'm taking just some side-to-side rocking. I also don't advise this method if you just ate. Great, this is better to do on more of an empty stomach. I can come back and forth. And it's soft, right? It's not super intense, but you may even start to feel some stuff coming up in through your chest muscles because of all that kind of interconnectedness with the fascia as we're using the ball to kind of massage in. It's pulling on other areas of the body. And then again, just like any area of the body, if you can do skin on ball contact, that's great, because the ball, the rubberiness of the ball will kind of take those outer layers of the skin, just like when we did our feet, and start to move those around. Now I can come in the circular motion as well. And then I also can allow myself to just kind of apply some pressure into the ball, reclining down and holding here. And then maybe moving, maybe getting a little shifting, maybe pressing a little deeper into the abdominal muscles, and also giving my internal organs a nice little massage as well. This can be super great for digestive issues, but again, listening to your body, some days it will feel good, some days not so much. You can come up a little higher, kind of coming right up into the base of the breastbone, sternum, and then I can come over my chest as well. So ladies, especially, we are going to do some chest rolling in a bit, but we're not going to get into the breast tissue. But with these lighter, softer balls, I can get into the breast tissue. And this can come in very handy if you are nursing and you get some pain and need to help lessen some of that pain, release some of the milk, great. This works also as you're stopping the breastfeeding and you get that pain in that transition period. This can be helpful because it's not super intense. So I can get into the breast tissue. Now I can use this softball on any part of my body, but most parts of our body we want a little bit more in-depth, deeper rolling. So that's why we go with the harder balls. Now I'm going to come over onto the rib cage, so coming onto the side of my body. I can move into the rib cage. I can also just work on some breathing here. Bring a yoga block for a little pillow. Just reclining into the ball. Doing just a little stillness. Some breathing, some opening of the body. You can come onto the back, getting into the back of the rib cage. Now sometimes we can use a little bit harder ball in the rib cage, just kind of depends on the body. That's sticking here. And then coming onto the other side, I'll turn away from you for a moment so you can see that, right? So bring the ball into the rib cage. Now I normally spend most of my time, if I'm doing any massaging into the abdominal area, I spend it laying on my belly. Bring your mucker over. And here I can just lay with placement of my arm. Let the ball gently press into the rib cage, giving me more of a restorative stretch. Maybe coming back to the belly. Again, sticking to those same rules of thumb, 5, 10 minutes. I really like to just kind of sink into the balls. Almost coming into kind of crocodile pose here. And working my breath, right? It takes your breath away a little bit. So I definitely want to back off if it feels too intense. But even just holding here for a minute or two. And we do have a main artery that runs down through here, so we want to be gentle if our heart starts racing, if we start to feel lightheaded, any of those types of things, back off. And then if I wanted to use the wall, whoops, lose my ball there for you, bring the ball between the belly into the wall. And here, right, so I can do this on the wall. Come around and wrap around from rib cage to rib cage. This is some nice twisting and stretching, so I can even take my hands out a little wider. I can hold and twist. Oh, this gets a nice stretch in through the chest and the shoulder. And you go the other way. Remember, the chest, shoulders all connected into the abs. So I'm getting this massaging, but I'm also getting some twisting through my hips, through my neck. And that feels like really, really good. So you can totally use that for some stretching. And then a great way to release through abdominal muscles, one way is to use our cat-cow stretch. Right? So as we drop the belly down, and lengthen up through the spine, that's going to open our belly, our chest. And then I like to just, do some counter stretches of that, taking that through cat-cow. Feels good on the belly and the back. And then our sphincter, cobra pose, great places to stretch the belly as well. So bringing elbows underneath the shoulders, now locking yourself in, squeeze the glutes. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. You are getting some contraction in your back. You're getting this nice, awesome stretch through your belly. And then maybe You press up into seal, taking the hands out wide. Another great way to stretch the belly. So I don't spend a ton of time on my abdominal area. It's an area I don't personally massage weekly, but I do probably monthly get in. But if you do have some tightness, some soreness, if you do have some abdominal soreness, right? We did a lot of sit-ups, a lot of planking. Great to loosen that up, and then that stretch up in the wall, like fabulous. It's massaging your abs, but it's also giving a stretch through your upper body. So once again, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this session, and I will see you back here again soon. Bye, everybody.